total submission, not just to your will, O Heavenly Father, but that also that your will may be done upon the lives of those who are living. Because our hearts are heavy. It is aching this very evening. People in Kanu are dying in their large numbers, not through any fault of theirs, but due to the incompetence of people who do not know how to run a country, due to the criminal nature of those that have banded themselves together, that they may deplete and impoverish the masses. Oh, Heavenly Father, have mercy upon them. Everybody who is suffering, everybody who is in pain, we pray for this very pestilence to stop. We ask you to please lift this very burden of anger of yours upon humankind. Almighty Elohim, we know that everything is in your sovereign control. We ask that you keep this new coronavirus from continuing to spread. We ask you to stop it from contaminating your land in Biafra. Give those who are in positions of authority in Biafra land, give them the common sense, give them the ability to safely handle this very pandemic that is ravaging the whole world. Make it, oh Heavenly Father, that we may decide in our hearts and in our minds to stay at home instead of traveling or going out needlessly. We ask you also that you provide food as you provided for your children when they left Egypt. For manna fell from heaven. So we do ask you, O Heavenly Father, we know that manna will not fall from heaven, quite literally, but we know that only you is God, and you will provide for those who are starving and those who are hungry. Touch the hearts and the minds of those who can, those that claim that they are millionaires, those that claim that they are billionaires, that they may put their hands in their pocket and be able to feed the multitude. We ask upon the Elohim to always remind us all the time to do even the very mundane things like washing our hands properly. And whilst it may be heartbreaking, please comfort the families of those who are in Kanu who are dying today. Those who are suffering and dying due to the greed and stupidity of those who are in power. For we want them. For you gave me a message to give to them. And I said to them, don't allow the Chinese to come in. But they ignored it. They said he's a Biafran. How can he have the interest of everybody at heart? But you gave me a message and I gave it to them. They ignored it, and today people are dying. They are dying because those who run this zoological republic, that very country that you did not create, that very creation of man, they did not listen. Oh, Heavenly Father, you are our refuge and our strength. You are an ever-present help in times of trouble. There is trouble now. Please have mercy upon your children. For although we will not fear, though this very earth may give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, we remain unshakable in our faith, in our belief that you are Elohim. You are the beginning and the very end, and ultimately that your will be done upon our lives. We ask for those who are infected. We pray for those who are working with infected patients. We pray for doctors and we pray for nurses, not just in Biafra land, not just those who are battling in Kanu, but all over this very earth. That your peace and your mercy may be upon them, that in all that we do, every praise and every adoration will belong to your holy name in this very journey, until Biafra comes and beyond we pray. Iyke, Iyke, Iyke.
for me. When I know you go open your heart, you open your doors to let me in. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Power Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Tirela Nishi. Akune chemba, Jehovah Buli Womelu. Onye keruba, Jehovah Power Nishi. When I pray, I have a God in there. Have a God in there. You are who you are, yes you are. When I seek you, feel no way I can find. No way I can find. You will never let me alone. When I ask, me I know that you will do. Know that you will do what no man can never do for me. Yeah. When I know you go open your heart, open your heart, open your doors to let me. Hey, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Power Mishi, Jehovah Yahweh, Jehovah Tirela Mishi. Akune chemba, Jehovah Buli Womelu. Onye keruba, Jehovah Tirela Mishi. When I cry, you wipe away my tears. You have filled my mouth with laughter. When I'm weak, you strengthen me. A mountain up with wings like eagle. When I'm down, you lifted me. You're the glory and the lifter of my head. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Power Mishi. Onye keruba, Jehovah Tirela Mishi. Mama keruba, Jehovah Power Mishi. Akune chemba, Jehovah Tirela Mishi. Abasimi, Child, no one is like you, Lord. No one compares to you. Hey, I've searched all over the world, I've found nobody.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night, ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live. We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. Ipob is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created Ipob himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Emurobo wado emisoko ishekiri waimi jo waimi Biafra wado wamnene na kobe ekwakwa na ijobi na viana utai coronavirus na supreme dabare otare de na ni coronavirus is very real. Or this propaganda koba tota na ikwewu of it not na obu wakada prevent ireye koba wakada prevent the coronavirus na wada korobo wakedi kede wada kido bunwe wa mention wada with social distance kasa wa meni ifo sikokowio wa dieti yi ikwifu na ni na ikwi ahusa na ibi not na I with coronavirus na everywhere kede wada korobo wa mni ginger bi lime orange uti ogaga bi jese na uti guava ebeleye wa si jo bi kugbe we chere wada da wada wo hit o ma wa tena ni je omunana na also say ni aso ra we je biko eruo wa ni ene are murobo are buru re we je biko asiwo ma abare obi coronavirus na dey hit o re abare Mishoni ikobo buke chekore o kwikwo kie mofa we biko ada kurobo abare este social distance yo dey very important and why they abale ko obo na abo kero imagine Kanu bani obo we dey very important yo keji kabare obo na ogene bi yo kemi Biafra.
Greetings, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. I am Mazi, the coordinator of the state of Kentucky. I implore you today to join the IPOB family in Kentucky so that together we will restore our great nation Biafra. To join, please contact me on 270-317-7524. Again, 270-317-7524. May Chukwoki Kabiama bless us all. Ise.
Don Prince Victor Ipob Mado Anya Begun Biafra Deje No Obia Iyke Freedom Na Udoka Inario Anya Tony Hikpo bara menu Aye bundi Biafra bundi judo na aga Obi Makiru makeju na jaga no Oga de kwa rai na ma Omo Biafra dekene Biafra na sako Ibo wen madu no Ibo wen madu na sako Omo Biafra de Biafra na sako No Ibo wen madu na sako Eji megu mekene Chifu Nnamdi Kanu Odogwo ga-adịrị mma onye eze na ọdụworo gị mma ọkwa ndị solo gili n'ụwa akọrọ gị ogili lata ọkwa osisi bolo tolo na-emesego makwere ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo ọdụrụ na-egbe mma ọkwa okoko onye arụ a na-achụ anya ọsọ otu ekwensị eliko nni ọ ga-ejikwe n'ogologo ngaji dike kani gị bụ na London dike kani gị bụ na Israel Iyke kani kibu na Russia Iyke kani kibu na India Iyke kani kibu na Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Iyke kani kibu na Biafra Nzobu Eyi mba eyi Nzobu Eyi mba eyi Anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo Eyi mba eyi Nzobu Eyi mba eyi Ụmụ Igbo niile dekene Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ Ewo ọ dịwola anyị Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako Onye wele kesi za nyeno sisale. My blood. When you will get chuku nyeno chuku pick up your man. When you give God what belongs to Him, and give Caesar what belongs to Him. As we seek for peace and humanity, it's not at all profanity. There are once people that's killing each other. I want the way my blood died. Who could be a black children? I'm forgetting them and
all right, we're here again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. I hail from Nnewi. Nnewi is in Nnewi province of Biafra land. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, deputized by UCHM4. All right, this morning again, we are here talking about issues, but don't forget, very important, that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be on air live today, 7 p.m. exact time on Biafra land, 7 p.m. GMT. He will be online to speak to us. Get your paper, get your pen, be good students, be ready for this continuation of this final demolition of Ivana or Zoo. You know, even the Google knows. Before Anna see what is we're asking because I will say Nigeria, but it says Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then will not even say only that. He will bring out the map of Nigeria and the flag to show you that he really knows what he's talking about. You see, even the Google recognizes that we are from an animal kingdom, a place where no humans live. You know, people are complaining, everybody, all of us going viral, trying to attack, what's his name? Iyke, he did this, he did that, he broke down the hotel and everything. He's in a jungle. That's it. When the jungle is mature, what he did, it depends on where you are coming from. He's not, if we have a lawful society where people live, he won't be able to do what he did. But that's the only language that they understand in the zoo, because they call it a zoo. Zoo, wild animals are there. So what he did is commendable, yes. If you can disobey the law and get away with it. People are saying, oh, they could have sued him to court. Which court? You don't have a court. You don't have a court. Talking about court, somebody in Washington is talking blah, 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 blah. Iyke is violating the law. He's doing the, yeah, right. Which law? Go there. Don't stay in Washington. Go to Nigeria and they will show you what law is. Nobody has a right. It never started today. I had experience. I'm talking out of experience. In a society where the society is civil, what he did is the only thing he could have done. Do it, clean up that place so that there'll be no hotel there. Let that man then go to court. Go to court because the court doesn't settle anything. Do it first. You are in a zoo. No man's land. It's a jungle. I experienced it in my village, in my community. I was trying to be law-abiding. Somebody blocked the access road that goes to my house and other homes. And before you know, he built a wall. And then I went to government. The government said, no, he has to put it down. Then they go there, they put a sign that they're going to demolish the place. The man went to court. And behold, the court never tried that case. They keep on postponing. A friend of mine had told me even before I did that, a top police officer, a very, very high police officer, he said to me, stay in the U.S., you don't have to come back. I will get people to knock that place down. The man will not do anything. I said, no, it's my family. I don't want to fight anybody else. Then I did something. I thought I was being a good person. I was law-abiding. I went to the law. The law couldn't even protect you. The law, they didn't pass judgment on him. But then, judgment denied. They kept postponing years. I think took 2 years, 3 years, 4 years along the line. Nobody opened the place. So what Iyke did, he did the right thing. Break it down. Let the man take you to court. You don't need to take him to court. If you could take him to court, what's he going to do? Which court? What court is that? No. Be like them. They say that when you can't beat them, you do what? Join them. Commanding what you did is excellent. Do it. I wish other people can do the same thing. Because you live in a society where there is no law. This is why we want Biafra. This is what we want, a civil society where everybody will be able to obey the law. They say, don't come out. You want to come out, and then they come to beat you. Then you started using your arms, against them, against the government. Well, Iyke, you are my mind, man. I doff my heart for you. I'm telling you. I will do exactly the same thing. I'm speaking out of experience. The court has no power. They might not judge against the man, yes, but they will refuse the trial. They will keep on postponing it. This is only in Nigerian court where I see, in this country, to be honest with you, if you go to the court, you see that the judge himself or the magistrate or whoever is sitting down there is in charge of the calendar. He gives calendar, this is what I'm going to try this case. No, not in the zoo court. The zoo court, the court clerk, if you're able to buy him over, you're done. You're done. Cases and cases will pile up as sit. Oh my goodness me. I said for 2-3 years, I was basically like living in the court in the zoo. And then imagine the court at the village. This wasn't like in Abuja, or in Lagos, where probably international people are watching. No, this is the community. The next day after the case, you go to the magistrate, you go to the man you have a case with. You see the magistrate or the judge's car parked outside there. The man is there drinking and dining with him. Oh yes, that's the society you live in. So everybody who is running his mouth against Iyke, look at that one that calls himself, what's his name again? Iyke. Man is trying to be relevant. What to concern Abro with overload? Look at him. He's just talking. The man is in the River State doing something. You're talking about Imo State. He's not coming to Imo State. You are right there living in the backyard of somebody who is picked by the court and made your governor. You are not talking anything. You're talking about Iyke. You're mad. Completely a mad person. That's what you are. The number 4 man, the exam, the man that came fourth, is now the first in your own state. You are sitting there behind him in his backyard. You don't run your mouth, then you're talking about Iyke. Go to Iyke and he will grind you like because the man, Orachi, I love him. I love him. He is my kind of person. The man who tipa buchipin. Go and try him. You run your mouth, everybody talk, idiots go talk to. You have nothing to say. Nothing. By the way, waiting concern Aburu with overload. That's my own point. You are in Imo State. The man is doing what he's doing in his state. And then you are drinking your Panadol for his headache. You are trying to be relevant. But my brother, stop fooling yourself. The sooner you go in and start talking, people will... when people think they are popular, forgetting you is like a twinkling of an eye. At the point, people will start wondering, where are you? I was listening to Udo yesterday in one of his Facebook comments, and I listened to what he said. He said silence plays a very big role in what people are doing. I respect what he said because he made a lot of sense. And at a point, the person will be wishing that you reply. Because already they are forgetting you. Now you brought yourself out again. Just because what are you really talking about? One relationship between what Iyke did and what is happening in Owerri. Imo State is worst. The same court went and took somebody and imposed him on you to become your governor. You are not commenting on that. You are talking about Iyke that break down a hotel in his own state. So what is your own? Which one concerns you? This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let us ignore these people and keep doing what we are doing. Our leader is talking to us today, and every day that he's coming on air, I feel good, man, because yes, I am just as anxious as everybody else. When we listen to him and he speaks, it's like Niger gas station. We've got the energy to continue with what you are doing. God has blessed us with this man, and we are not ever going to give up on him. And I hope and I pray that he doesn't give up on us. He will never, ever, 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 because this is something, a prophecy that people that have knowledge of spirituality, not just talking. People who are bold enough. You know, a lot of prophets, so-called, because we have too many of them in Nigeria, as a mechanic, we have too many of them. People are saying, oh, they are not talking because they are afraid. Some will tell you, will cover it with the hopes that I'm just a prophet of God, I'm not a politician. Yeah, right. Come on. Let's tell ourselves the truth. In your own Bible that you're reading, all the people that were shouting in the wilderness, they were not prophets. John the Baptist, he wasn't a prophet, he wasn't a politician. He was just warning the people in power to take care. So some of you, the point is that most of you are not even what you're claiming to be. That's the point. You don't know what to say. If you are really, 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 really a man of God and God gives you a message, you'll not be afraid to say it out. I am not saying you should say things that other people are saying. No. I am saying if you receive instruction from the divine, yeah, if you receive instruction from above, or whether you call it above or whatever, you will not be afraid to say it out. Nothing will happen. Nothing, believe me, nothing will happen. You don't have to be antagonistic. You can send a message. Say it in your church. Congregation will listen. It's decimation. People will take what you have said, because the point is that why you are afraid, most of you are afraid to say anything, is because you don't know what to say. You want to open your mouth, you run your mouth. The one they call what's his name again? There's this one in the north, Soliman, that said Nnamdi Kanu will be disgraced and everything. Look at him. People like that, you don't talk because you don't know what you're saying. You are not a pastor. You are not a prophet. You are just running your mouth because you want to remain relevant. So when you say things like that in this day and age, the media is picking it up. I hope I have that video that he made. I could have been airing it and asking him how market. The ones that are real prophets, when they talk, what they are saying, they are not antagonizing anybody. They don't even have to talk about Biafra because they are Biafrans. No, they are prophets. A prophet have no nation. If you're a real prophet, to be honest with you, you might be born an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, Hausa man, but when you are a prophet, what is speaking in you is not just you. The mister can be from a particular place, but the spirit behind that mister has no nation. It's a universal thing. It does not really matter. So just say it the way it is. You are not supporting evil. You are only giving out a message that God has given to you. Listen to our brother here.
You speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue.
Yes.
That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see.
Yes.
I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see the man, the small boy that they call him.
Exactly what I was trying to say. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is Omafariku Ibeko. We all know that. But what is following Nnamdi Kanu has no nation. It's universal. That's exactly precisely what I was saying. A true prophet, this man that is talking now, he's from a place. He told you, I'm not an Igbo man. Yes, he's talking about physical self. But the spirit that is guiding him has no nation. It's universal. That's why when we say somebody is divine, divine is something that we don't see with our physical eyes. But you feel divine. You don't see it, but you feel it. When somebody who is ordained is speaking, you feel it. Forget about blah, blah. You can speak all the grammar in the world. You can be very eloquent. You can be very biblical. You can know the Bible from Genesis to Revelation on everything you're talking, but you are talking as a mundane person. what he's talking is just what people, because that's why they keep repeating other people. Because they don't have that, they don't discern, that discernment, that thing that you have, that doesn't belong to a nation, that does not, I mean, if you see, let me not go there. If you talk and you're very good, you are very eloquent. You know, people used to say, do you see the crowd that the man has? His church is full, people are there. No, people are there because, not because he's making any sense. They enjoy the way he's talking. He speaks good grammar. He dresses well. You know, people love him because, but that thing that he has, that doesn't see has no nation. It doesn't come from a particular place. So the excuse then was, you know, these are Igbo people, they have to get, when you see a pastor, somebody who calls himself a pastor, because for me, they are mechanics, you know, everybody's like a mad person, so we don't know who is mad. But when you listen to a pastor starts describing and not telling the truth, is afraid to speak the truth, then it means nobody's talking to him. If God speaks to you, you will not be afraid to say it out, to be honest with you. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. What hasn't he said? They have been trying to get rid of him, but you know, the man that sent him on the message. Somebody will say, what of Jesus Christ? Was he not killed? Of course, he was ordained. The whole thing was arranged. He knows that he was going to go. Even the day he came, he would finish his message and he's gone. Whether he died or he rose from the dead, that's a different story. But I don't know that. But what I'm trying to say is that his mission was passed. His message was passed to humanity. He was just like me and you walking around the street. They know his father, they know his mother, they know he was born in Bethlehem or wherever he was born. But there is something behind him that nobody was able to stop. That's when good prophets, people, like I said, they are not going to be afraid to say the truth. And you know what? This word truth, T-R-U-T-H, is the only thing that doesn't change. Every other thing in the world is prone to change, but truth will never change. No matter when you grab it, any way you take it, it will be the same thing. Listen to this.
And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me.
Yeah.
And it's a statement. Dialogue now. So that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see.
That's right.
I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology. It's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. Mm-hmm. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil.
Yes.
Dialogue now.
That's it.
Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, We want to sit on the table. Let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. The Bible said, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God.
Hallelujah.
Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now.
Yes.
This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because it's going to be the last resultant solution at the end.
Yeah.
But when you are asking, when the king comes down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
Hallelujah. Hear that? That's very straightforward. This is what we call a prophet. He's not antagonizing anybody. He's not fighting anybody. He's not abusing anybody. People are afraid to speak like this and they come out and tell me they are prophets. No, you're not. You're pretending. You are just there deceiving yourself. If you get a message like this, send it out. The man is still alive. Who's going to kill him? What did he say? He didn't say he was supporting Biafra. He's only telling you, dialogue now. That the time will come when nobody will listen to you. The last metaphor, when a king comes down from the throne and says, I want to talk, and people are stoning him. That's where we have gone to. That's the point we've reached in this thing. I read something yesterday. Somebody wrote from California. These are people that live here with us. Is supposed to be a Biafran, is saying, oh, why would they stop these Hausa people from Lamajiris from moving to the south? Are they not Nigerians that they are free to go to any part of Nigeria that they want? It's so annoying. I read that thing. I didn't comment on it, actually, because these are one of the things when I read them, it irritates me, because these are people that are living with us. They see what is going on. If they are Nigerians and they are moving to the south, why do they have to hide themselves in a trailer? Why do they have to sit in a trailer hiding themselves? You don't ask these questions. Why the sudden immigration? Too many people coming from the north into the south. What is going on? If they are Nigerians, yeah, free movement, right? That's what it is. What are the luxurious buses doing? Why can't they travel like everybody else? Why do they have to hide in the trailers packed with cement or cows? You think the person doesn't have any ulterior motive? Let's stop pretending and fooling ourselves. Because this kind of thing, like I said, sometimes it's always good for people to just shut up. Just keep quiet and shut your mouth. I don't know what is wrong with our people. All this is just trying to justify yourself as if, oh, I don't care what happens. If you don't care about what happens in Nigeria, cool, that's good. But please, stop making a fool of yourself and stop asking silly questions. Some people were busy trying to explain, but why do you have to explain? He knows. He is not ignorant. He's just trying to see, wait a minute, how come these people think that they are foolish, they are idiots? These are people that don't know anything, and all of a sudden they are getting somewhere. So they pretend. These people, are they Nigerians really? Who are these people? Why does somebody have to hide in a trailer? You can imagine the comfortability of staying in a trailer all the way from the north. Trailer doesn't have chairs where you sit down. They are not comfortable. But these are trailer carrying either nama, cows, and then you're hiding under the cow. Come on. And somebody's asking, oh, are they not free to move about? I don't understand this. I'm getting confused. Why would you get confused? You're deceiving yourself. Anybody out there who's a Biafran, who is pretending as if he does not know what is going on in our country, I feel sorry for you. But the point is that those of us here in this country, what I keep saying, like yesterday, somebody even told me, say, I think I've decided I'm going to live here forever and die here. I said, yes, but your children are going to die here too. Can you think of what just listen to yourself. Go and sit down somewhere and think about what is going on. You want to die here, you've chosen to die here, it's okay. Do you think that those of us struggling for Biafra are going to eventually become children again? Most of us are old people. We saw the war. Somebody yesterday, in fact, probably it's an old program. They were interviewing him. What do you like about? What would you say about Biafra? This, and he said, during the war I was in the army. At the point that I was in New York, I was studying. I was in a 10-story building, and during the American independence, there were firecrackers, and I nearly jumped out of the window. I thought the enemies were attacking me and all that, and blah blah blah. That I don't want our children to go through this. What the heck is wrong with you? These people are people that they were in the army, yes. They were not gallant soldiers. When I look at him, I said, you started something that you did. For me, the war never ended. The privilege was just brought back to me by Nnamdi Kanu. The war never ended at all. The little time I stayed in the zoo after the war was just to make a little money and get away from there. Because for me, the war never ended. This is somebody who's talking. And he's talking, he was in the army, according to him. He is so afraid that our children, you don't want them to go through what you went through. But what you went through, you did not achieve anything. And what you fought for was not even achieved up till today. So for some of us, maybe you felt the war was over. You educated yourself, that's a good thing. And then you become such a coward. The likes of Nyangwodo. I was throwing bomb. I was throwing Obunigwe. He's a liar. These people were just there in the army, sabotaging what we were doing. The likes of me. No, my brother, let me tell you something. I started the army as a recruit. I grew through the army. I was a staff sergeant. I became commissioned. I became a lieutenant before the war ended. My colleagues are still there. They are alive. They know what I'm talking about. They are listening to me. Apparently, even 1 month to the end of the war, I was in my own community. So they saw me as a soldier. Because you were gallant. Not because you were in the army, because you had nothing else to do. You were just there wishing that the war will end so that you can go back and become. How can you be afraid of the war? If you were really in that war, and you fought this war, and nothing happened after that war, and you say you're afraid to go back to war, what did you... If he doesn't put more on, I've heard that before. And you say, he 18 years old, has no meaning because he has not given the soup the test. I was at war for a purpose. The war ended, and the purpose has not been achieved. Nothing. If the things have changed, who wants to go to war? Why would you even know Nnamdi Kanu if their rehabilitation and whatever they call it was implemented? Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't surface. Even if he comes, nobody will support him. But if anybody can be since that time, over 40 years now. And then somebody will say, I'm afraid of war. He is now getting you Biafra without war. What is the complaint that you have right now? Or joining what we are doing, making the little contribution they need. We need fun to do what we are doing. This radio that you're listening to right now is being paid for. It's not free. Or free. Somebody's paying for it. Where does the money come from? We're not funded by any world power or any world government. Come on, like my friend said yesterday, I was telling him, I made it very clear to him. I said, listen, we in the IPOB, we are paying no. Each one I declare Biafra, Bia with a passport. You are going to put your pencil my if I say, so now money, yeah, we want to make money. Because you're not going to enter Biafra land with Nigerian passport. When it happens, those of us here, we will have our embassy. You will come for your passport. IPOB, keep your receipt. We know you. When that time reach, you go want to go home. You will pay for it. Let us put our hands together and get what we want. Yeah, but I'm telling you the truth. Because we go we need funds. The radio in all parts of the world, some people are pretending as if they don't know what we're saying. Oh, radio Lagos. In some part of Lagos, I don't do radio. What are you doing there? Use your money and fix that radio. We are not saying bring money to us. You go and build it yourself. Go and build it. It's okay, don't give your money out. Because even you will go as your problem for the person you are sending the person on an errand. Use that your money, create something. Expand our radio. Do what you can do just to help what we are doing. And there is a hall that you have. Give it up. Come and take this hall and do the meeting for here. We're not saying that physically. You have to be part of what we are doing. One way or the other. Any way you think you can help. As soon as you know it, bam, federal government, you are giving government money. The people that put you in the situation in there are the people you are going to sponsor. But meanwhile, your own people are there, struggling to be on their own. Up till now, you are still believing that if Nigeria is going to exist. You must be mad. There must be something serious. Mad people. Yeah. This Fulanization didn't start today. Bosu spoke about it. I said, no, Bosu, first of all, he's not even, what would I say? He's not a Biafran. He's a Yoruba man. Reverend Bosu, Emmanuel Bosu. He said these things and people will tell you, propaganda. This can never happen here. It can never happen here, right? It is happening already because they are taking over. They're taking over gradually. This one that they are doing now is the last phase of the war that they are trying to carry to smuggle themselves into our community and do the havoc and wait for the time when the time comes when they are given the instruction, because already the Russian that I read this article yesterday said that these are foot soldiers, that their weapons are already in Biafra land. They are only coming here just to wait for the command and they know where to get their guns. Then somebody that is from Biafra land will sit down in America and tell you, this is just a propaganda. I don't know when they will learn, honestly.
If you have an iPad
yes,
here and you have access to the internet right here, I will just invite you, please go online straight away and go to wikipedia.org, Wikipedia, and type into the search engine Abuja Declaration 1989.
Do you know that this thing that he's talking about right now, it was there? Now, Wikipedia, one way or the other, changed it, took off the original. If you go to Wikipedia, they're still going to hear this, but it's not going to be exactly the way it was about 3 years ago. Because I remember when I first heard this tape, I went to Wikipedia and I listened to it. To tell you the kind of war we are fighting. Wikipedia is even bought over too. I'm still surprised that Google is still talking about Nigeria as a zoo. I'm very surprised because I thought by now they should remove it. They are disseminating information. They are hiding you from getting information, and you think this is real? You must be crazy.
And this information will come up.
Yeah, listen to this.
Islam in Africa held a conference in Abuja in 1989. At the end of it, they issued a declaration. And it goes to eradicate in all its forms and ramifications all non-Muslim religions in member nations. Right. Such religions shall include Christianity. Now please note that word. To eradicate in all its forms and ramifications. Now Nigeria is a member nation. All non-Muslim religions, such religions shall include Christianity. The word Christianity in the communique was underlined.
That's correct, yes.
To ensure only Muslims are elected to all political posts of member nations.
Is it happening today?
To ensure the appointment of only Muslims into strategic national and international posts of member nations.
Is it not happening today?
To ensure the ultimate replacement of all Western forms of legal and judicial systems with the Sharia.
That's right.
Then to make sure that this strategy works. Because it's going to require money. Babangida, as the self-appointed president of Nigeria, put his hand into the treasury of Nigeria, took $21 billion out and gave it to OIC, to the Islamic Development Fund of OIC, and said, take this money for the total, I'm quoting, for the total Islamization of Nigeria in particular and Africa in general.
This is the truth. Now, this is what he's quoting now was exactly the way it was 3 years ago. If you go there today to Wikipedia, they have already twisted it. It's not that it's not there, but it's not the way it was. And somebody out there who is from Biafra land, who calls himself a Christian, will sit down there and say this is propaganda. This man is a reverend. That this tape is as old as 3 years or at least. That's when I first heard. So we sit down there and these people are actually, just listen to what he said from the beginning. Is it not happening today? Farouk and Adamu, I don't have that thing here. I could have aired it too. This thing is not something that it took them time to plan it. God, in his infinite mercies, brought Nnamdi Kanu. And this man is a revelation. But at least Nnamdi Kanu enforced it. Made it, emphasized on it. He is not like he's a Biafran. No. He is a pastor that used to be in Germany and he came back to the zoo and he's making this revelation. I don't know about him anymore. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's still alive or something, or they've gotten rid of him because they're very good at that. But the thing has already gone viral. Babangida gave your own money to the Islamization of Nigeria. And when you say it, some eminent pastors, that's what I'm telling you, most of these people are just mechanic. They don't let us know they're mad. They are mad people and mechanic. They are the same thing. They dress dirty and we don't know who is mad and who is mechanic. Because if these people, the same pastors, they will have large congregation. When you go there, they have branches all over the world. They have large congregations. They have big names, big time. And when they say things like they say, it can never happen here. These are not men of God. They are not. They are not. It can never happen here. It is already happening. The man that came in that showed us this thing, he doesn't have a church. He doesn't have congregation. He built up his listeners from one person to people like us. Because like I said before, I am not a very good fan of Ndoka. I'm not a very good fan of pastors. I don't hate them. Don't say that. Don't misunderstand me. I don't. But what I'm saying is that I'm not a very good fan. I'm not a very good... Before you get me to listen to you, and I make up my mind based on what I see. Because there are people out there, their job is to look for which pastor that talks better than the other one. As they call themselves Christians. Yeah, right. They are. They are. I'm not judging them, or I'm not saying they are not. But the truth is that if you cannot discern what somebody is based on your own knowledge, then you don't have any knowledge at all. The audience, the crowd. Somebody used to say, oh, he has so much followers. Yeah, he does. He does have people listening to him. The greatest crowd doesn't mean that he's making any sense. There was a time in this country, the number one program was, what's his name? Jerry Springer. Everybody would sit at home to watch Jerry Springer. What did they really do there? Nothing. Nothing. Women will come and fight themselves and box themselves, and people are jumping. He had the biggest. He was number one for a long time. So to tell you that people don't go to things like this, because even your Bible said it, that the narrow is the road that leads to. The other one is too wide now. The narrow one, for you to pass through the eye of that needle, is not. I'm becoming a preacher now. So what we're trying to say is that the narrowness of the whole thing, the crowd does not really make any sense. Listen to what this man is saying. This thing was not planned today. He went further to even explain, to tell us, using Turkey as part of his speeches, to tell you that Turkey was predominantly Christian before. Then all of a sudden Islam went there and everything went haywire. Nobody wants to say, oh, it can never happen here. I know people, not in the blood of Jesus. Yeah, right. If you don't do anything, it will happen, my brother. That's why Nnamdi Kanu, God brought him to us. What he's doing is beyond him. It's not his power. I'm telling you the truth. It is not in power at all. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu has no power at all. But Nnamdi Kanu, the real Nnamdi Kanu that we don't see, is the one doing what he's doing. I've been privileged to stay close to him when he's talking. I wasn't listening to what he was saying, but I was looking at him. I was paying close attention to him. And I said to myself, this man is extraordinary. These are things that I read in books. But I've never experienced this kind of thing in my life. So when I see somebody and a person is talking, I went to church. There was a church I went to. Somebody took me. I'm not going to name the church. But somebody took me in Nigeria. He was going to this church. He wants me to please come in and see this person. And I said, okay, I'm not going because I'm not very used. He said, please, no. I know you. I know the way you think. I want you to see this particular one. I said, my friend, they are all the same. Finally, I gave him a condition. I said, either you take your car and I take my car, because I was thinking of leaving him there. He will finally agree to take his car. No, to take my car. Then we took my car there, and I got in there. I went in there and sat down. The place wasn't clean. There were so few people, a few older people. They were all there, and I was looking. And this young man that came out of the church that they called a pastor, his hair was unkempt. He had a long beard. His English would tell you that this man didn't even enter secondary school at all, if he did. His English was, they were reading English. He was reading English and his English was being interpreted, which means people wouldn't understand it. But with this ignorance, with this uneducated man, was coming so much great knowledge. Things that he was saying. My friend said, is it time for us to go? I said, no, I'm not going to go. Let's wait. We waited. So the point I'm trying to make, don't drag this story along, is that man that I saw wasn't the person that was talking. Believe me sincerely. The knowledge was coming from somewhere. He's not very educated. If it was a PhD or MSc or professor, I would say, you have read it before. But that man, his English showed that he didn't even attend secondary school. But he has a great knowledge. That is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu fortunately went to school. He can speak very good English. But all of us can speak English. What he's saying, what has he lied about? This man, since I joined this organization, has said things over and over. Everything is coming step by step the way he has said them. Marona, you'll be a fool not to listen to a person like this. Honestly. No matter how you go, the problem I'm with is that most people are not in this IPOB because they already use their mouth in condemning the people that are in IPOB. So they don't know how they can spit and lick. This time you have to, because there's nothing you can do about it. We are moving on. We are moving on and we are there.
Babangida paid $21 billion
exactly.
of our money to turn Nigeria into an Islamic nation.
That's correct.
And they have started. Boko Haram, don't look at it as something that is isolated to the northeast. It is meant to cover the entire nation until Christianity is eradicated in all its forms and ramifications. There are two ideologies inside the Nigerian constitution. Let me show you something. Sharia is mentioned in your constitution 73 times. Islam, 28 times. Grand Qadi, 54 times. Muslim, 10 times. In the Nigerian Constitution, 1999. There is no single mention of Christ in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of Christian in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of Christianity in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of church in the Nigerian Constitution. Now I ask you, sir. I ask you, ma. Is your country an Islamic state, a Christian state, or a secular state? Which one is Nigeria?
He's asking you a question that you need to answer. You see, the point is that he's making reference. He is not just talking. Constitution is there. It's a piece of paper. And somebody who will call himself a pastor, go in there and check what this man have said. Don't open your mouth and say it's not right. That's exactly what is happening with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how long it's taking him. Even somebody yesterday was telling me, somebody wrote something about Iyke's thing. And I responded. I said, the energy that you people are adding with this Iyke, the energy you are directing towards Iyke, you could have used the same energy to direct and ask the people in Aso Rock, who is your president? Where is your vice president? The same press, BBC, Igbo. These are people that will call. Now, when they are supposed to call, they are directing their energy somewhere else. They're trying to distract what we are saying. There's impending problem. What concerns the Nigerians is general today is who is in Aso Rock. Who is that person there? Aisha Buhari is now the president of Nigeria, unelected first female president. It's not only that she's a female, there's nothing wrong with female being a president. She's not elected. I didn't know that when Nigeria had become a place where if the president died, the wife takes over. Now, wow. It has become like the church now, because most of churches now, when the founding father of the church is dead, the family takes over the church. Even his children who have been wayward and running around, don't even know what their father is doing, all of a sudden become prophets. That's exactly what is going on with the zoo. Buhari, shamefully, this woman has buried her husband in Saudi Arabia, couldn't bring his body back to a country where he fought a war. I never liked him, but he fought a war. He's a war hero in the quote-unquote Nigerian context. A two-time president. He died, and they are burying him like a chicken in Saudi Arabia. And what, behold, his wife is like Madam from the other room is now in the upper room. I think, and Nigerians are looking. Nobody is talking. They have the audacity to talk about Iyke breaking down a hotel that doesn't even take anything from your table. You're not from River State. You are worrying yourself, fidgeting. Put the same effort in what is going on in Aso Rock and ask them who is in Aso Rock. Ask them where is Osibanjo. Where is he? And stop all this photoshopping and wasting your time and deceiving yourself. Additional have told you know when, like I said, when lizards are being made to believe that they are crocodile, at a point they start believing that they are crocodile. There's nothing you can do about it. A pussycat, thinking that he's a tiger. Because people have made him. Look at additional. Somebody, Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria a zoo. Yes. But additional have told you you are worse than tissue paper. At least tissue paper, you are worthless. They will give Iyke. That is, you are done. You're only useful at that minute when they want to use you in wiping their ass. As soon as they wipe you, they flush you. That's exactly what you are. And none of you is bothered. None of you is talking about that. You're talking about Iyke and the hotel that he break down. As if he has done something sacrilegious. 200 million people are being fooled. Have been fooled for how long? And nobody's talking. And you're concerning yourself with Iyke. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Peters. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953 is a line for the principal officers and the ladies. We also have a line on Skype, 845-283-9665. When the line is open, you make your calls. But for now, let us say there's a clip that I promised you yesterday. I was going to do the interview again that Obilaw had with the chief, and it was very interesting. And I want to repeat that thing because there's so much information that is there. A very eloquent and very beautiful interview. That
the program is State Affairs. Chief Tola Adeni, it's good to have you on State Affairs.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm happy to be with you as well.
Let's look at the Fulani question clearly.
Yes.
Where is the Fulani question taking Nigeria?
Well, there's only one way it is taking Nigeria, is to destroy the country, to destroy the space. Well, it has destroyed the country, and that's why I say we have now a space, is to take over that space and drive away, kill as many as they can kill, rape as many as they can rape, do whatever, plunder as many as much they can, and take ownership of a place that never belonged to them. That is where they are taking Nigeria to. And the resistance that will follow their ambition, their nefarious plans, is that will bring now the confrontation that will nail the coffin of a place they used to call Nigeria.
It will nail it?
Oh yes, certainly.
There's already a coffin?
Certainly. There's no doubt in my mind. The Fulani are, they may be politically savvy because of their advisors in Britain and US, but they are too unintelligent to want to take over the space called Nigeria. They are too unintelligent to think that they can ever become owners of this place. It's just not possible.
Is that not a conspiracy
Intelligent
theory?
people will not attempt. Any intelligent people who cannot take over ordinary Biram in Plateau State, who have tried for more than 25 years and they have not been able to conquer Biram, just Biram, and take it over, who have never dared to attack a single village in Lantan, will now dream that they can overrun the entire Igbo land or overrun a Yoruba land.
But where is that theory coming from?
Which theory?
This theory of Fulani wanting to take over our land. Is it not a conspiracy theory that might tear us apart?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. They tried in Plateau. Plateau is almost 100% a Christian place. Bauchi is about 80% Christian. Nasarawa is about 90% Christian. Niger State is about 60% Christian. But see what is there now. Benue had been completely ravished. Kogi State is under continuous attack. And they come, they displace the people there. They settle there. When you go to Sango Katav has virtually become a Fulani enclave, which wasn't so 20 years ago. It wasn't so during the time Lekwot gave them resistance. What I'm saying, therefore, is that the way they have plundered Benue, that people there can no longer go to their farms, they go into the houses, kidnap, rape, so on and so forth. The plan is to continue, once they will have taken over the whole place, is now to move downward south. They've now moved to the east, they've moved to south, they've been killing people in Delta, they're doing the same thing in Yoruba land. Let me land. You can now see that it is the same pattern. That was the way it started when between 1804 and 1880, Yumfa, the supreme head of the Hausa kingdoms, of the Hausa 7 kingdoms, were massacred, and they took over and then installed emirs in these places. And they've not relented. It's the same dream that they want to continue now that they had a man who had greater sympathy for their cause than they ever had.
Then what is unique about the Fulani that gives the Fulani the boldness to make the attempts you have just described, which the Sultan will not agree with you?
I know Sultan now, they've now seen, that's what I'm saying, they've now seen that it's not possible, that they're just being stupid and misguided by their few leaders who are selfish and ignorant. You know, Albright, the former U.S. Secretary of State, warned the United States that you are becoming the most hated country in the world because of the way you are behaving. So that's the same way now Sanusi and the general in Sokoto, who is a sultan, they are also warning their people that if you are not careful, the way you are going with this, your madness, you become so hated. What is it that's emboldening you that you continue this murderous journey?
Chief Adeni, from your analysis, it has been an ongoing process, right?
Yes, since 1804.
So it's not about Buhari?
No, not to do with Buhari. But they found a champion in Buhari when he came to power.
When you say a champion, how do you mean?
Because he's the president of the patron of the Mietala.
So that does not mean he's supporting them. He's just a Fulani man.
No.
It's just a coincidence.
No. Is the one. Is the head of state, is the one that has agreed to rehabilitation of the so-called Boko Haram people. Is the one that has agreed that 1,400 of them be rehabilitated back into the army. What other evidence do you need? What other evidence do you need?
But this is not the first time people who fought a war are being taken into the army. It has happened in other parts of the world.
No. They didn't fight a war. You cannot talk. We are talking of insurgents.
It's not a war.
No. Insurgents are different from fighting a war. These are murderers.
Even the FARC rebels in Colombia, some of them have been given space to come in.
Colombians were not waging you have to make the difference in all these things. Colombia, Biafra, whatever, they were not motivated by a mad project of overrunning people and taking over their land. In Colombia and others, they were fighting majorly on drugs. In Biafra, they wanted to have their own country. It's different from somebody setting out to say, I want to take you out of your number 2 in Bodija and drive you out of your room and your house or your family and go into the bush and take over your family and take over your place. There are not a question of throwing people who have been fighting wars and they have been rehabilitated. No, this is a different thing. You don't ever rehabilitate insurgents.
So how do we counter what is called the Fulani invasion? How can it be countered in the interest of the Nigerian state?
The way it's being countered, one of the ways, now the Yoruba are started with their Amotekun. I'm sure even though the Igbo nation agreed that they will, that is their governors, not their people. The governors say, okay, we'll go with community policing, which is still extension of Nigerian police, which is ineffective and compromised. But when they say Indigo had dissociated themselves from the governors' agreement that they will just do community policing and that they're going to do their own Amotekun or something similar to that. The South is also doing the same. So that is one of the ways they're going to counter this madness. But more than that, whether you have a Amotekun or you have whatever other vigilante or whatever associations you may have that want to fight and so intrusion to their lands, people now are emboldened to claim their lands. Nobody anywhere in Nigeria, even in Katsina, even in Zamfara, even in Nasarawa, nobody now is afraid of the so-called Fulani. And so, and that's why I'm saying sooner or later, it will come to the open. They put veil on the eyes and faces of so many people for maybe 200 years, but that veil has fallen off. And so you cannot have anybody that will submit to intimidation from any other section of this country again, of this space.
The Igbos are spitting fire.
Yes.
The Yorubas are spitting fire.
Yes.
Even the Fulanis are spitting fire. Do we want to set the country ablaze?
You are a seasoned broadcast journalist, very intelligent, educated. You know, sir, that the country is already on fire. The country has been on fire maybe the last 8 years. But the fire became more pronounced in the last 4 or 5 years. The country has been on fire.
We can douse the tension, can't we?
We can douse the tension if just one thing, if those who are sponsoring the aggression can call the aggressors to order.
Is the Sultan as influential as he should be?
He ought to be more influential. It's not as much as I agree with you. Otherwise, they won't be stoning his palace 2 weeks ago in Sokoto. But having said that, the Sultan, to a large extent, is respected beyond Sokoto because a lot of people see him as a bridge builder. A lot of people see him as fairly being level-headed. A lot of people see him as a Fulani Sultan that is reasonable. He has a master's degree. He was general in the Nigerian army. And they expect that he will use his education, exposure, and obeying nature to influence the course of things. So even if he doesn't have as much influence as he ought to have had, I think he can build it up gradually because people like myself, my humble self, tend to see some respectability around him, which we believe can help in galvanizing his people to a path of reason.
You know, some would say that the North is caught up in its past, in the conflict it's created.
That's right.
It remains one of the poorest zones in Nigeria.
The poorest, not one, certainly the poorest.
And we're talking about the Northwest here.
The poorest in Africa, if you want to say.
And if you look at them, has become the zone of conflict.
Yes.
Even in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You have bandits in Katsina.
That's right.
Bandits in Zamfara.
In Sokoto.
Do you think the leadership of the North now knows that something is wrong with the past?
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm not talking about leadership, the political leadership.
Political leadership, unfortunately, no. Because if they were, I wouldn't expect the man in Plateau supporting Abuja. I wouldn't expect the man even in Taraba supporting Abuja. I wouldn't expect even the man in Katsina who is currently paying, whose people are paying 1,000 per head to their attackers to still be praising Buhari's government. But the ordinary folks in these areas are beginning to see reason, and they are not towing the lines of their political leaders. I'm sure if elections had been free and fair, no way Lalong, whatever his name is, could have become governor in Plateau. They would have probably chosen Jeremiah Hosseini. But because we didn't have elections since Buhari came to power, we've had all sorts of people claiming political leadership over their people. And that was what we have. So if you say political leadership, if you say, do they see danger in what is happening? And I say no, it is because the so-called political leadership is not representative of the people in these areas.
That's a region that has the largest number of out-of-school children.
Yes, again in the world. Not only in Nigeria, in the world.
How did we allow this to happen as a country? Because you cannot exonerate the South from the conflict of the Nigerian state.
Well, I don't know whether we allowed it. And I'll give you a reason. From the South, Zik warned against it in 1964. Obafemi Awolowo warned against it about the same time. Even as recently as 6-7 years ago, President Jonathan built almost 200 Almajiri schools in the north to make sure that their children go to school. So what else do you want the South to do? The Southern leadership had always been preaching against this lawlessness, this neglect of your people. They just wouldn't listen because culturally it pays them to have some people down. In 1984, Professor Jubril Aminu was Minister of Education. Yes, in 1884, in The Guardian. He said, if everybody was educated, if we allow our people to be educated, who will be the gardener, who will be the driver, who will be the cook, who will be the gateman? He said so. And but
there's some logic in that.
There's no logic in that. You could still be a gardener, be an educated gardener. We have gardeners in UK, we have gardeners in Canada, but they're educated. The secretary of my college lives in a bigger house than I live.
Perhaps he was talking about education to the graduate level, to the university level.
The husband is a taxi driver. The taxi driver's house is bigger than my own house. And I've been in Canada for 25 years. So you need education, whether you are going to be a tailor. My tailor in Canada has a master's degree. From Nigeria here, I encourage him to come to Canada. He has a master's degree. And he's a tailor. But rather than collect $5,000 here for sewing this, he collects $300 for making agbada in Canada. So you can't say there is logic in what you're saying. I went to Abacha in 1992. I said, let's build modern houses. I brought in what we call the third panel, 3D panel technology from Austria. And I went to Abacha. I said, look, my friend. He said, no, that's not our culture. Our culture is that people should live in huts and live in the villages and live in the bushes. I said, but you are living here in the city of Lagos. Which culture are you talking about? You are brought up in Ibadan. Well, what culture? He said, that's their culture.
Insisting on the social structure
of
society.
Yes, he said they should be living in their bushes and, and so on and so forth.
And now they are running with guns on the street.
Exactly. Because those children have been left unattended to.
And they are running down south,
exactly.
Too, because there's displacement in the north.
One of my boys, when I was chairman MD of Daily Times, one of the gatemen there told me that a Fulani man, or wherever we came from, he said he had been married 50 times. He was under 40 years of age.
50 times?
Yes, and he had more than 60 children. And he does not know where any of the children is.
The program is State Affairs. Chief Tola Dini is here. Don't go away.
You're under 50 years is married, under 40 years is married 50 times. That's exactly what we have to go through. That's exactly why we want to get away from these people. God, please help us. Help us because we are almost out. We are out. We are out. There's nothing anybody can do. India is like they are a different breed and we don't need to be with them. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let me open up the line for you because I can see that some people are already beginning to try to call when the lines are not open. However, don't forget, I still want to remind you that tonight our leader is going to be speaking to us. He's going to be on air today to tell us more because we can't wait. I can't wait personally. I don't know about you, but I know that we are not playing. We are almost at the gate of our exit. So the mile race is coming very gradually to an end. So let us add a number. We have to keep moving because we are moving towards our destination. No matter what they say, we are getting there. We are Biafrans and we don't give up. We do not give up until we achieve what we want. Our leader does not stop until he gets what he wants.
We are not like other people.
Call us. The line is
As
open. 845-283-9665.
Nobody like us.
Yes, sir.
Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, let me take the first caller on this program today. Okay, unfortunately, the line just dropped. Okay, let him call us back. Call us back. We're here to take your calls. And don't forget, again, to remind you that tonight our leader is speaking to us, 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Caller on straight line. Good morning. First caller today. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Obina. I'm here in South Africa, but I'm from Ade State, Aba. That's Arongwa.
Welcome to the program.
I want to can I buy?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Just make it brief.
Okay. Him to one Oku Batara Odumo Eje Nani Church and the Aron this or more no one Mukonaro. So I need a walk. Mbo ihe gbasara ọdụmeje onye chọọchị na ndị arụ atọ m ka m tinye ya ọnụ nke pụtara na okwu onye adịghị ya njọ. Ọ bụrụ na ọdụmeje kwuo okwu gbasara ndị arụ ma okwu onye arụ, ọ bụrụ na okwu gbasara ndị arụ, ọ bụrụ onye adịghị pụta ka egbuo.
Yeah, but hold on, my brother. Why do we need to talk about that on Radio Biafra? What has that got to do with our struggle?
Yeah,
but no, hold on. I won't let you say anything about it. I don't know what you're talking about, but what is it? What does it add to our struggle? If anybody is in the church doing whatever they're doing.
Ana hana jabade apata na bai mande ade busa hana maybe apatawa aurute na on na head video onecha he woropa na apata na Anambra State moto buru ha bute na Asaba he woropa na apata maka na ndị ba ya dịra mata na ọwụ na eburu ha na Kongolo na apata na bai na ga-emepe moto amalotu ha chinọrọ ha na-erutezi bridge akwụsịbụta akwụsị ebe ha niile anọtụsi werezi ọkpa na-abatazi na be anyị. So ihe ndị ahụ ihe m chọrọ ị na-eticha a na-elechere ya anya. Ọkwara na onye isi anyị makwana ihe a ga-eme ya na ihe a ọ jụọla oyi ndị mmadụ anaghị ekwu maka ihe a ebe o buru ibu. Ọwụ na a ga-amata ga-esi eme ihe amata ga-esi mee ya nke ọwụ na otu mmadụ ebe obi adịghị m ma ọwụ na ihe a ga-ebido na awụrụ a ga-ebido bịa kụwasịwa ọnwụ mmadụ anaghị anwụ ya ugboro gbaa ndị a na-anwụ anwụ ha awụ mmadụ ga ha wụ ịghọta min ọwụ na mmadụ ọwụzi etiwasịa enwere m ike isi ebe a banye n'ụzọ gbara moto natawa gburu mkpụrụ mgba ọkọ mmadụ na-anwụ kedu ihe a na-esi na anyị na-achọ nwụrụ onwe a na-eme ya ka a ga-asị ebe a na-alụ nwaanyị nwụrụ nwa na-alụrụ ya nwaanyị onye awụ ihe a kwesịrị iji ike asị iwere ike gị na ekwesị ihe o ji nye gị oji n'aka. So ọ ihe m chọrọ itinye ọnụ onye m chọrọ ikwu obi adịghị ndị mmadụ mma obi adịghị ndị mmadụ mma ugbu a.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much, my brother. That was a good thought, because like what you're trying to say is that because yesterday I saw a clip, and that's what I'm looking for right now. I saw a clip of those that were trying to get in with a press van. Ban the press, and the people not even the Hausa people, they couldn't even speak the language. when something come outside their face, they only ask them to turn back and then go back to where they are coming from. Actually, they are turning back, but you know what? They are turning back into ECOWAS territory. So how did they even pass through to get to Bridgehead? Because you stop them from entering Anambra and you ask them to go back. They're going to end up still in Biafra land, which is the ECOWAS territory. We are not going to let these things happen. We have to be very careful and be very, very, very watchful. Like my brother said, you have to be vigilant. Very, very vigilant, honestly. Because what I'm seeing on video, it's hard, it's shocking. It's shocking. Like I said it earlier on my program today, somebody from California who was saying, wrote something and talking about it. These people, are they not Nigerians? They are Nigerians, they should be allowed to move around. Well, we are living in New York. I mean, we are living in America. We can say whatever we want to say. But when it comes, the time will come when you will call your own family and you discover that somebody will answer from your family, from your home, from your room, from your bedroom. Then you will know, if I and Iyke, that we are not joking. It's not something that you joke about. Like I said before, if you don't want to get involved in what we're doing, just shut up your mouth and stop making a jackass of yourself. That's exactly what it is. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Join the movement. Wake up to your responsibility. Join the family wherever you are and make sure you are part of what we're saying. This is Radio Biafra. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Make it brief, please.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Intellicomo. My name is Ndu Bishop.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, Mazi, can we rock by so that cover the buying issue?
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, when him who this morning at thread in Facebook, only case and like that video. Ebonya water who in a honey, Buarinaka, na deka miri, nime bot.
Yes.
Tejigoya, Nanambareba. Ndogo da boys about that, Siana, or you test reading a honey.
Yes.
Or Akuboyaba. This morning, no nail that it. They will refer plastic age, maybe take away in a party. Soon I was a humba by 100 naira and email back, not your ego. Emakunya was a winnie dam near one on email bottle, email that plastic or they can take away. Robber him and try immediately. No matter how wicked these people are, then I be for that. When they have to hook, I take 2 guys kind of run over that. They are able, you need the hatch now, Malguru now, they are. Take I to an aqua land. Take I to which Santa.
Yes.
There is the Hejboot agenda. Only a dear hand in your background, you hope to seek it. Or you mean a home Gungura need a Hana Moto Babaline, Ijina Patala, Biafra. I am not the guys who put Ioto. It didn't be higher, was it? Mazian to Quane who bore him to come from you. Obruno when they bend now you couldn't mena, get Charlie Volunto when Hana Despera. Macandene Iyke, Mazim the Quasiri. Enough is enough. Only by one be a negative win, Kido Sarano. One day you're torn and Kenego was Royazo. Again, I am making here once and for all. Or Bruce Mato then to Kai Jonah name. When we're on him, the useless governor Chega started to name him. Eh? It didn't buy a negative hand. When did you win it? It didn't matter now. When did you win it? You need a name it in Aka. Enough is enough. And that was both a bad agenda. Hajaben Alabiafra. Mazoka ham now because now I check him note.
They will.
Move over now and men recruit with the Chari Kakemaka Biafra, Mazim de Free. I am in the second for Yanibo.
Yes.
Abani Kuyana photo. As the one in Dena Biafra. When they check it, Mazim de Free. Yeah, number. Yeah. Abruno, me what they have, me one not, Papa. I'm weak register. And I have
Thank you so much, my brother. They will. Your thought is taken very, very well, honestly. I agree with you 100%. Let's take this one. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here, my big brother.
There you go.
Mazi, I appreciate you for your good job, and Biafra World, I appreciate you. We appreciate our leader, his deputy, and every principal officer that is working assiduously to restore Biafra. Mazi, quick one. Mazi, you really have a slip of tongue. I know you didn't remember it, but I have to remind you. I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead, sir.
Buhari is never a war hero. He's a genocidist.
Well, in Nigerian context, yes. I'm talking about in Nigeria.
He's never a war.
I know. Go ahead.
Yeah. He's a genocidist. And Mazi, our leader have said this thing 2 or 3 times now. One name is in a list of those people that committed genocide.
Yes.
I can't even believe that. But what is stopping the international community to look into why is Gowon name in that particular list? Because the people that their name is in anything to do with the genocide, they have to prosecute them in the International Criminal Court in Hague. I witnessed the Bosnia, the last guy that they sentenced.
Yes.
And the one that drink a poison, instead of them to sentence him, he take a poison and kill himself.
That's right.
But why is the international community see that one name was there and they still keep quiet? Now, Mazi, I know that, like as you said, I understand something you said yesterday about this journalist, the two tape you play, pertaining our leader and this guy, this interview. I knew there's something you said yesterday that caught my attention. Yes, journalists are there to twist the good out of you, to find that they know the truth actually, yes. But they want to see if actually you are biased or you just want to brand somebody, one tribe like they are so stupid or something like that. I understand it. This is how they train to even hear. But they knew the truth. Now, just like Trump called these people fake news. Not that they don't know that Trump is working, but they just, because the hatred they have, and they don't like him in person. They know he's not going to be bribed. They know he's not going to fall for all what they want him to do. That is why they are fighting him. But this journalist, there's a place he made a mistake. This guy, this our brother that interviewed this guy. There's a place he made a little bit mistake. Now, that man asked him when Buhari came. Buhari empower these Fulani people. When the man asked him, where does this thought come that Fulani wants to take Nigeria? Now, first of all, Obasanjo have come to say it. 2-time president, the zoo president. He have said it clear. That journalist should understand that. The second one is Boko Haram. He said Buhari made it possible for them. When Buhari came in, he opened the way for them to do what they are doing today. Now, Boko Haram, that man should, if he's listening, when he asked him, Boko Haram, is it not war? Boko Haram is not fighting war. Boko Haram is a terrorist organization. They are killing, pillaging, destroying, raping, and killing. They are not fighting war. That is why that Yoruba man make it clear. He differentiated it. There's a Biafra war they want to go. This is not because they want to go and the other country name he mentioned as well. Yeah. There are two different things here. Boko Haram is a terrorist organization. They are killing. So there is no need putting these killers back into Nigeria, army and police and civil servant. You don't have no right. There is no place it has happened in the history of the world. That's you don't put terrorists into Nigerian civil servant because they still gonna kill, because their motion is to kill, because they knew that their own leader is backing them. So Mazi, this is what I want to correct. Boko Haram is not fighting war. They didn't fight war. These are terrorists who feel to kill, who feel that the country, they are fighting for jihad. Yeah. Jihad is what they are fighting for, their own country. So they should allow them to go. They never fight war. The people that fight war is Nigeria that commit genocide against us because we want to go. But our brothers Yoruba should understand that when Ojukwu went to Abori to sign this agreement so that there can be peace, everybody can go peacefully. Nigeria, the Northerners, and there is nothing like Fulani. It's our people. We should keep making it clear. Fulani are not indigenous of Nigeria. When they need to call, they call Hausa people, not Fulani, and Yorubas and Hausa people put us back into Nigeria and kill almost 6 million of our people. And now they have seen what is happening now. They say they want to get out from Nigeria. Now, I think they have to do quick. They have to tell themselves the truth if they want to get out or not. Because we Biafrans, we have already gone. Mazi, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let me see. I have another one coming in on a principal officer's line. No, sorry, it's nobody there. All right, caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the program.
Hello. Hello. Good day, sir.
Welcome to the program, sir.
I'm Edwin Chokwode. This is from Alai.
Okay.
Alai Ben, the local government.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah. This our freedom. They can get seen around now. Ndemba, I see a senior make by out.
Hello? Are you there? Oh boy, your line is cutting off.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Just make it very brief. Your line is cutting off and on. I'm listening. I'm here.
For that matter.
All right, I think I have to disorganize this your call because it's not going through. I'm sorry, you have to call us. You have to call us back because your line is not working out. I don't know why. Let me see. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my beloved veteran, good day from Warsaw, Poland.
Welcome to the program.
There was, sir.
There was.
Yeah, remember what I miscount. Yeah, and there was, I remember what I miscount. Okay, for in Osiwa. I heard from Omaka. Omaka is in a local province of Biafra land. Mazi, we have to appreciate Onyende like always, but today was another day. Today is another day. Ketawa, after Anya numbers, after the Biola.
Yes.
Mazi, and every Hako Biafra and Biafra, Mazi, we are appreciating them. Mazi, see, we are making wave. I love that. You see the way our people are standing. This is what I expected of all of them.
Yes.
So this is true that na offset
Oh, yes.
See what our people are doing in Anam today. We love it. This is how it's supposed to be. And we have to tell our people in the borders. Let them. There's the point our brother made now that they will stop them somewhere and they will take leg and cross.
Yeah.
We will call them. We'll call them now. Let them know what to do about that. It's very, very important. And you see, when we see white, when you do something, we praise you. You see this professor, Bosu?
Yes.
Bosu made this clip since 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And this one, we are just from your end since yesterday. Mm-hmm. You see, it's not all your Yoruba that is bad, like Onyende have been saying. The problem is their journalism. Let people wake up and do their proper journalism. Onyende have been asking, where is Onyende? Open your mouth. If these people wake up today, if their journalists wake up today and write what they're supposed to write, Mazi, everybody goes home. Everybody goes home. Because these people that are penetrating our land, they are everywhere. These are foot soldiers. All of us know that they are foot soldiers and they are hiding us. We believe that.
Yes.
They have their insider, they are saboteurs. But they don't know we are watching them. Mazi, that is our land. And according to Biafra must come. Their grandfather could not defeat us. Is it now that we are more than 100 countries?
That's right.
That now we're everywhere. I'm here in Warsaw, Poland, shouting at top of I'm in Marriott here. Let them come and arrest me. I swear to God, when this thing starts, we're everywhere. We will take it anywhere we are. I'm here. Let them come and arrest me. We are ready to go to this prison. No? Any time in Biafra land, we continue to, they will know why we are called fanaticals, radicals. We've been radicalized. Makatineke Corona will be a joke to us because we deal with them so anyhow they like it. Their prison will full. We are going home. There's no two words. There is no regret. We are ready. We are ready to go. Mazi, it's getting too much. We are telling our people to wake up. Let our people wake up. Mazi,
yes, I will.
Let us tell our people. Let our people wake up. And I've been telling our people, go and buy gun, go and buy pistol because we are getting there. We are getting Mexico style. Everybody will carry it on his pocket. Come on,
yes.
We are getting there because we are getting there. It's not this one that Babangida said they play us while you bring your gun. No, thank God. Mazi, let Mr. Kamume announcement. Bikondo Ibondo Biafra, Omazi Imo State. Please, we are calling all of you. We have a situation at hand at Imo State. Imo State, every now. We have a emir there. We have a emir there, brother. These people are bringing them. We have that idiot there. Also, Dimba. Last born that becomes a firstborn. What do you expect from Ndimo? What is your problem? On the border, I can finish here. We are waiting for all of you. That mansion you have in your father's land. And the another important thing, you see, in my town, Marka, all those who fine houses, or some flannies that are guiding them. And we have been telling our brothers in America, this is our brothers in America causing this problem. Although there are fine houses everywhere, they carry malam and put it there. Oh my God. We don't want them. Disengage them. They should call and disengage all of them.
Yes.
This organ, we are there now. It's on in Madam. It's not in Ebony. But I don't know. You think it will not get you? It will get you. And we are calling all of you to give us that money now. All the others is transmitters. We don't have time. We don't have time. It's less than 2 weeks. If you don't give us the money, take your money. But when you get there, like you rightly said, let them we gonna Biafra. Let them know you're gonna Biafra. You must pay every damn when you come to Biafra land.
Of course.
I have to do that. Let them +48 767 638. The number still remains +48 739 672 638. Any part of you must please call. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We have a call coming in on caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. Good morning.
Yeah, also good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Fine, good afternoon. Good morning, sir, and good afternoon from here. However, close to afternoon. I remain Siwajaya Onyemuchechuku, the miscreant of the season. However, I've realized in the last two presentation of my Onyendu speech that my surname remains the presidency, the vice presidency of Nigeria, because I've never heard such name again, and not until my leader said it, I recall that there is a place again for the stupid ones who can call themselves the presidency, the vice presidency of the two, like Google have defined them. Sir, I am calling you from the land of the brave and home of the free.
No.
Sir, I just on my data. It was just yesterday that they unlocked us from the lockdown. I was privileged to go and help a woman, a family woman, who has been using me to clean her house, however. Okay. So when I came out there, they gave me small chip, and I used it because I don't have food in the house, so I have to subscribe immediately because I've been for 3 days now. I've never listened to the live that I have, which is Radio Biafra. I've never hacked into this platform for any reason because I don't have the subscription on my data. So why I called now is because I heard you playing a tape, but I missed out from the tape because it's almost like 30 seconds and it ends. And somebody called and I was talking about Buhari and Gowon who have committed genocide. So you see this English language. This is what I hate with all my last blood. See, Onyendu have made us to go back to our own roots. And Mazi George, until we get back to our roots, we are not getting it right. I know of Ahmadiyya. Ahmadiyya does not listen to a person called a genocide committer. That is English language they are using to deceive everybody. If you do evil, Ahmadiyya will kill you immediately. If you are these people, their grammar will exonerate them one day. You see now one day UN will go into another conversation or maybe agreement to change any litigation that is made as a penalty against these evil doers. So what I'm saying is this: I can never hearken to that understanding of genocide or homicide or whatever grammar they are calling it. These people, I will kill them personally. And I'm talking, why I call it personally is that I am talking to everybody in the whole world. You know how you use the youth of all diverse of Africans to arm them and to give them ammunition to do all sorts of evil. Now it has come to my tongue. Please, I am renouncing IPOP ship today. Send me all the ammunition you have. Only me. I will do it. I am not a part of IPOP just for today. If you can do it, all the people who have money, you want to use it to cause trouble for the innocent ones. I am personally volunteering myself. You see this country called Zoo, honestly, to me only. If you can send me ammunition today, I'm talking from the street of land of Biafra. If you send me ammunition today, if I don't accomplish it, take my life. Because this thing is getting out of hand. We are begging people to help us and help us to free ourselves, and nobody is giving attention. We are here suffering. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. All right. I have another call on caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Make it brief.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi, Peter. May God bless you. Bless the whole principal officers of IPOB. And bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the Messiah of our time. My name is Chinemere Mobiuku. I hail from Abade in one of the local government, Biafra land, where they call him a state. Mazi, Biafra is here, no matter whatever they are doing. Mazi, see this thing these people are doing, bringing the Alamaderis here in Biafra land. Let me say this in Igbo language. Diko, ndị na-anambara ụmụnna Biafra na-anambara anya saa anyị. Because ejizi trailer abata, ha jizi ụkwụ across. And these people na abata, and some of them have missionaries. Some of them bụ ndị na-abịa ịgba egbe. Some of them bụ ndị na-abịa because ụmụnne ha ndị a na-ebe a ashan issue na-akọ akpụkpọ ụkwụ na-ere buy beans, they buy granite. Ha mastermind the target ebe ha dọwara the ammunition they want to use. Ndị nke na-abata na ndị ha ga-egosisi ebe dosisi na ha bido attack ahịa. Biko ụmụnne m dị na Anambra anya saa onye ọbụla. Ndị a Obianọ rekruturu na-achụ ndị ikpu first mass ịnụdị na keke edisakpụ akpọchipụta onye ọbụla na keke n'ahịa ego. Kwadobekwa na ịnụ ọgụ maka ndị Hausa na-abịa. And as long as imedobe nwanne gị wụpụ nwanne gị ọbara ọgụ a bido ịpụ ọnụ ya ha ga-egbu gị because ana adịgo against you. Ndị a kpọpụtara na-amanye ibu chịrịchịrị na-atụgharị ndị keke everywhere. Kwadobe na ọgụ na-abịa. Ụnụ amalizi keke ọ bụrụ ebe a ka a na-anụ dị ọgụ na-abịa. Na-edi stọpụgharị ndị mmadụ ya. People bara n'ime for long 1 month. Na-ekpuru task force kpoju everywhere. Task force na-atụgharị ndị keke na-atụgharị onye ọbụla na-ana ndị mmadụ ego. Onye na-enwebụrụ 1 naira pụtara aka past 1 month. N'ọkwa afọ ebure task force dị ihe. Ụmụazị ndị file na ha na-arụ ga ahịa ọnwụ na-abịa tụrụ ụnụ nta niile. Mazi Peter, let me say nobody will stop Biafra because he's here. We are on ground here. We are not going to move an inch.
Yes.
Here once let me use this opportunity to go. Ndị agbaje ihe adịghị unu redio adịghị na agbaje ọbụ ndị agbaje na side country niile unu ncha niile agba nkịtị Maazị Oke foreign na-apụta ya na-eme anasụ for redio na-agbaje redio adịghị na agbaje unu ncha agba nkịtị enwekwe ka ọ dị. Maazị Peter, Elohim bless you. God bless you. We are here. God bless you.
All right. I have Ndewo. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have another call on caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Zemena. I'm from Imobo. According to Palu province, Biafra. As a school, I bless you for the work you are doing for the Biafrans.
Thank you.
I want to greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I think one of Biafra, the lion of the tribe of Biafra, the savior who have come to liberate us from these shackles of this planet. My people, the message this morning, I've heard many people, talking about this Fulani that are trying to invade our land. Our people, I don't know what is wrong with our people. When they get this type of people, they will become ambivadoring them and be directing them to go back to the next state. Onye rere nkịta goro enwe ihe ntukwu ọkwa ọka nọ na be ya. Amara m ka a ga-esi jide ndị Fulani batara na Anambra steeti achụrụ ha jewe Imo steeti ma ọ bụ achụrụ ha jewe Enugu steeti, without knowing that na the more you are pursuing them back, ha gagide lee anya na azụ lee anya n'ihu ọgwụ na enwere onye ha fụrụ ha gbaba ọhịa dị ha n'akụkụ. je camp for that place. I'm telling our people, ndị na-ejide this Fulanis, ndị na-agba na-ejidesi ndị a ebe ọ na ha jidere. N'ebe ọ bụla ha jidere ndị a na ha chọna ka abịaba video ndị a. Ha ma ihe kwesịrị ime ndị a, ejide ha ndị a, ha ma ihe kwesịrị ime ndị a, because these people are foot soldiers. Adịrị ekwu ya ekwe, onye ọnwụna ma. Everybody knows. We have watched the video of the man Sonobo, the man made the video Sonobo Nyami. He posted it and said they leaked the secret. These people, they are coming from Guinea, they are coming from Senegal, they are coming from Mali, they are coming from Cameroon, Niger, and Chad. Engaged in Enugu State. You have seen that people usually have they send them the video here on the engaged in Enugu State. None of them are Nigerians. None of them had the age they have. Some people, some of them are wars or what we anymore are frozen milk. Engaged the red handed. Some of them are brought Nigerians with passports and Haji. They are not Nigerians. So these people are imported food terrorists from Niger, Chad, Guinea, and all these Arab, what should I call it? Northern African countries. And everybody say buy. Then when they buy Patazi Jidenda, I better make a hat on back. They join at the next state of which now need the go back.
Yeah.
So how will you may have a
I know.
They can go back and enter in the nearest bush. From there, they will start the operation from there. All they need is to contact, see where we are now. They will start the operation from that place. So our people in that age, these people, him is not can age them there. I better say, go back. And another thing I want to tell our brothers, all the volunteers, and I'm going to jump on Biafran land. Because onye ọbụla abilite n'ike na ebube orugo ga-eji ama ogo kara aka. Onye ma nke ọ ga-eme nwe mara nke iji wee pụtawasịa. Mgbe e mere no election na Anambra State. Ama m how intelligence eji wee jee rụọ dị ọrụ na Anambra State niile. Even that day after vote, a na-eme that election. Eme intelligence ndị agụ na-eche mba niile ji wee round Anambra State niile wee mere intelligence emere that day. Let that intelligence begin again. Ihe a na-arụ na-abụ ọgụ uche ka a na-arụ na ọ bụrụ ihe ọbụla e mere post ya na social media. This strategy anyị kwesịrị na-eji aga na-abụ enwe nke these people mere anyị post ya na social media. Then enwe nke anyị nwa na-arụ n'isi onwe anyị arụọ ya coded so that the world aga afụta anyị as na anyị na-agba these people work. A na-afụta na all these people na-agba anyị work so that when we will rise, when our leader will give the order to march, then we know that we have already started to march. I know that ama m na mmiri a na-ezonu ọ ga-ama ala aja ọ ga-amakwa n'efi ọkụ maka ọrụkwa ma mmiri ọ ga-ezorere. But what I want to assure all the Biafrans in Biafran land is for them to remain strong. Ọ bụrụ na o se etie mgbe ọ ga-ese etikwe, some of us nọkwa outside na anọrọ na Nigeria, we must come back and fight this fight because this is the oath we took. We took this oath. I didn't make an obodo oyibo that you cannot come back. Even I want obodo oyibo kwesịrị ịbatazi down. Then the baby about the war because we have the strategies. We have followed. I know na ihe a na-eme. Ọ bụrụ maka na hapụzi Nigeria wee pụọ. Let them remain strong. Focus on a guide our land for these invaders. When any place they get them, ha mee ha ihe a na-eme ndị oshi. Ebe ọ ha jide ndị ha mee ha ihe a na-eme ndị oshi. A thief come to steal, to destroy and to kill. That is what they are coming for. So whenever we get them, any place they jide, even Dangote, this Dangote dị trailer na-ebutesi ya. Trailer Dangote ọ bụla ejidere bu ndị a wee na-abata. Let that trailer no go back again.
That's right. Absolutely.
Let that trailer no go back again. They kwesịrị that trailer ha ejidere. A ga-abọrọ that trailer there because that trailer is one of their properties.
That's right.
We have had na ebutesigo ammunition. We don't care about the ammunition ha butesi. Mgbe ọ ga-ese eti ammunition niile ọ ga-abụ nke anyị because I believe we don't care. Elu na ala ga-emepe ha niile ga-awụba n'ala ala ekpuchi ha. This thing ha na plan mmiri a na-eji ọ ga-ama ala aja ọ ga-amakwa n'efi ọkpọ. Ebe ndị obi ebere m na-emetere ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ n'ugwu Awụsa ọ ha bụ ndị obi ebere m kacha emetere because ha nwere put in a part of they are jeopardizing this struggle because anything ọbụla mere na east na ha bụ ndị ga-aya apụtacha as a sacrificial lamb. So onye ọbụla na-ebe ọbụla nọ this time around, rise up. It is time to show what you can do for your motherland.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me this.
Dalo. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. And like what my brother said, because onye buna trailer bubata mad like that. And I found no, these are criminals. The people that trailer is not. You see her go back. Like I said before, I saw something on the bridgehead. They were in a Sienna bus. I think this kind of a small 7-seater bus. And they were claiming that bus said they are press, which means they are supposed to be journalists. But these are people who don't speak English. Unfortunately or fortunately, the chief security guy speaks the Hausa language, and he was speaking Hausa to them. And they were calling their name Nkawa Adamu, Nkawa Mohammed. They are not our people. And all they said was turn the vehicle to go back. Mbanu. Mba, it's not right. That vehicle, they should all come down from that motor. You go to Hamai Abu. Then whatever you're going to do with them, you see how Chigas, where are they entering to? Because Bridgehead there is still Biafra, it's Biafra land. They're going to turn back. They might not even drive up to Asaba. And they'll get in the bushes and that's it, and do what they want to do. So this is something I will check on here, like my brother just said, which makes a lot of sense. All right, I have a call coming in on caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Call on WhatsApp. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please. Turn down your radio, please. Make it very brief.
My veteran.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on your time zone. I remember your humble brother, Mazi Kuruke, calling from Iguacha province. God bless you, my veteran. I appreciate you, Kokikabiama, what he's using all of you in this great platform to do. I just want to talk is concerning the interview. One of our brother just, reminded me as well concerning the one of the broadcasts of our leader who reminded us that even Gowan, that the Jews are being celebrating as they are. Even some of the Efulefu Biafrans are celebrating, who killed, massacred your mothers, your fathers, your grandfathers. You are celebrating him. That his name is among in the international whatever ICC, International Criminal Court. That his name is among the one people who committed war genocide. His name is there. But the international community, UN, EU, all of them, the people who are sent, who we are following, obeying their rules and regulations, know that this man is still alive. Gowan is not hiding. He's in the zoo. They have not summoned him since the end of the genocide, 1970. He is being celebrated. Then how can I personally believe the UN? How can I believe EU and all the rest of them? I just want to let us know why. Now, another thing, the most important thing I want us to note is this democracy we are talking about. We are democratic. We are the founder. The British stole democratic from us. We are practicing. I want us to know something. The kind of democracy that are being practiced in the world today is not our own type of democracy.
All right, I don't know what happened to your line. Your line is not is being stopped. All right, the line just went off, so let's take another call. I don't know what's wrong with that. Somebody interrupted you from your own end. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Caller,
good morning.
Are you there? Welcome to the program.
I'm doing well. My name is Chima. I'm calling from London.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Chairman, I just want to thank you for the great job you're doing. And you are doing this. You came in with this live broadcast at the right time. The country, the Biafra land now, is into real siege now. We have to do something now. And what are we supposed to do? The last two caller before this last caller you had, he made a very good suggestion. He came with a good suggestion because I didn't join the program early. So what we need to do, we should stop whatever we do. We shouldn't bring them into social media. Because so what we need, na ndị agbụrụ ihe abịa agba ihe niile ọkụ a ga-etinye na soshal midia onye british ụtaka british alụ agha mgbe ndị obodo na-asọpọtụ ndị ọgụ ndị terọrist ahụ iji wee lụọ asa na ọgụ ịka ha mega ihe ndị ka onye nke eme ndị dị n'ọsọ ha na-asọpọtụ bụ ya ka na-ebutere ya anyị na-ahụ mana nke ndị dameji nke ndị na kọsụ ha na-egosi anyị nke ha nwa na kọsụ ha na-egosi anyị ka nwa wee piti ka nwoke wee baga gbuo ndị a so ihe aka ga-ebudo mmiri na anyị niile izi bụrụ na ndị agbụrụ ihe abịa anyị niile sa lawa like you said anyị niile sa lawa gị ndị abụ ndị bere ọgụ ndị ahụ anyị n'anya so ya niile na-eme ewe ha bịa ha ama agbaghị ụlọ ọkụ onye nwetara ọbụ ime ndị nrụ ime ya agbaghị ọkụ na-agasị ebola afọ anyị o na anyị nọ denja o anyị nọ heavy danger I am if I'm not that work, not my work, I'm not working with the Yabuko. I'm going to be a member. I'm going to be meeting for some time now. But you know, check all we have brothers and sisters over there. These people are into problem now. They are into big problem now. In fact, in the Biafra is not a problem now. Our governor is not helping us now. He was said now in a very big siege. Do you know now? I work on the most government against us because I want to win a nation. Not that you're not.
Yes.
So we're in a very now. I'm confused now. I don't even know where to start. The war in Ireland now. That is the problem. That is the heaviest problem we have now. The war we're talking about now. Is within us.
Yes.
That is the most dangerous one we're having now. That is the most dangerous one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They will. Don't get upset. Don't get bad. All right, caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, I'm not born na South Africa. I'm at the state.
Okay, tell us your name, please.
I'm Chinato.
Okay, go ahead. Just make it very brief. Your radio is on. Turn down your radio. I don't want to hear my voice at the background. Just speak straight into the... Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry for one working for na jogging na ndị a na-ebu ndị awụsa ndị Fulani na moto na-agbadata na obodo anyị na kwesịrị ndị ebe anyị kwesịrị ịma ihe ha kwesịrị ndị ya na ha na-agbaka mgba ndị a nwere mgbe ha hụrụ anyị n'anya n'isi mbụ a na-agba ngwa ahịa anyị ọkụ na north ma ndị ofe mmanụ ha niile wee okwu so ihe m chọrọ ikwu ebe ahụ ihe gbasara ha nwa akpata na be anyị ekwesịghị ịga were ihe onyonyo na-egosi ha bata na be anyị ọwụ na mgbe apụrụ na be anyị bifo Nnamdị ka na-ebido ihe sọgụla ọwụ na m nọ ya agaghị m apụ ebe ọbụla agaghị m anọ gosi ndị edo si eme ihe agaghị m enwe ihe dịka iji ihe onyonyo na-egosi ha ndekwa ha na ebe ahụ si gwuo a na lie ha agaghị asị rada egosi mmadụ na-egosi gị na-egosi ndị na-achọ igbu gị egbu ndị na-agbu nne gị na-egbu ụmụnne gị na-akpọta gị akpọta nwanne gị nwaanyị akpọta nkịta na-ara nwanne gị nwaanyị n'ihu ha emechakwa ihe niile egbukwa gị so ihe ahụ ihe a na-egosi ndị mmadụ sị nakwa ha gbuo nna ma na-aga ebe a na ha nakwa eme nke ọzọ asị kpọta ha asị gbuo ha na asị dị onye ahụ na ndụ enweghị ihe dịka igosi ihe onyonyo na-egosi mmadụ ihe ahụ ejizi uche agba ọ ihe ahụzi ya na-abịa egosiwa ndị mmadụ na nke a na ha tụrụ ebe a na ha dọkwara ebe a na anyị ọmadụ ji ka anyị na-eme ihe a ọwụzi mmadụ ji ka anyị na-emezi ihe a na-apụọla ha mmejikwara onwe ihe ndị be anyị na-atị ndị ngwa na-atị ha mmejikwara ihe abụ ha mmejikwara ugbu a ihe ahụ gafere atịrị egwu gafere na anọkwa aka ọ ghọziela ihe ọzọ ihe a na-awụ ihe egwu a ga-ejizi uche na-eme ọsịkwasị gwa ndị ọnwụ na ọhịa m nọ ndụ ọnwụ na ọhịa m nọ na n'ụlọ ndị ihe a Nnamdị ka na-ebido ihe onwe ebe m na-aga ama nọ n'ụlọ fụ na ihe a na mụ na ha so na m na-eweta ụkpụrụ ege na-eji eme ihe a mana nsogbu adịghị ọgụ a ga anyị anọ mgbe o setiri ihe a ga-emedo onwe biko ndị be anyị tikpọta bute ihe ọbụla a ga na-awụ anyị ga-eji webata ụlọ bịa na ọgụ ahụ ọ mmadụ na nwa nwoke na ibe ya mbọtụ nwoke tụrụ ka ibe ya na-apụta kpọta ndị be anyị ebe ọbụla onye ọbụla dị wili na-ebata ụlọ
All right, thank you. Your line just cut off. I don't know what happened. Let me take another one. Caller on straight line again. Good morning. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Welcome
Yes,
to the
sir.
program.
How are you, sir?
There we go.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, it's together from South Africa, sir.
All right.
Yes, I just want to those that I can see don't have much time, but quickly let me talk to the Nigerian journalist. Mazakitas, is Nigerian journalist is whereby when he interview you, you be the one telling them the truth and they be the one defending the government.
Yes.
When you listen to other media, other international journalists, as a criminal, that's a misruled government, they will be putting facts in their presence. You'll be the one defending the government as somebody serving in the government. But no, in this case, when they interview you, you'll be telling them what is happening in Southeast, even including in Northeast, telling them the fact at the ground. No, they'll be the one telling you that Buhari this. No, but Buhari did not even say that they have called Boko Haram. You tell them that why is it that they cannot call Allah a terrorist group? They will tell you but what is bet in what they are saying? Did they have ever one they come and call them terrorist group? No. The media, if I can tell you, look at 679 million daily on feeding scholarship, Vanguard. And the school is closed. When is this journalist going to put a call on that particular, whoever that is in charge, minister of this thief that is in Abuja, that are spending 679 million daily feeding children that are closed for almost 2 months now, if not more than that? When are they going to call that particular minister instead of calling Iyke? When are they going to ask Erofai what happened when he was minister in Abuja? Why didn't they call him? The Mazi, did you know that the Erofai said that I had him here in an interview, live interview. He said that every single citizen of the zoo have a right to have at least one plot of land in Abuja. You know that? That's what he said. When they were interviewing him, asking him, why would the wife, it as a minister, when the wife came to a certain portfolio the wife was holding, when he's a minister, ask him how come allocate a land for himself. Then the question is no, he wasn't, the file was almost there before he came. It was a process, that was the wife's land though. And when he came and approved the wife's land, that land was approved, given to the wife free of charge, without. And these journalists, they all know all those, when they're asking him, why do you so in haste to prove your wife a lie? He said, no, every single citizen of the country, according to the constitution, that's what he said, must have a portion of the land in FCT. Now, who make Biafra citizen? When you listen to clip our leader played last time, their forefathers, their founding fathers, that is that came to. He said when he came, he didn't say.
This line, I'll put you on air to announce. They make the announcement.
He said when he came, he never be a citizen, he not a Nigeria. He said when he came here, he needed this, he needed that. So meaning he is not indigenous. Obasanjo have said it clearly that he's not an indigenous person. The Fulanis are not indigenous. So how did their citizenship come to be? And now they are claiming everything. And the journalists are interviewing Iyke that is fighting a war. They can see the claim as they sabotage in Iyke's government. They will not say anything. They rather, journalists should be calling the minister in Abuja. Why are you spending 679 million daily on the school that closed? Where is the video of the children? Which school are there? Which home? Who receive what? Who receive what? Let me give you that, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. Let me make this little announcement. All right, let's put our doctor online to speak to you and tell you about the postponement of. Doctor, are you online? Good morning. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Speak to the audience.
Good morning. I'm online?
Yes, you're online, sir.
Of freedom. This is Dr. Cole.
Can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Just start all over because we're not audible before. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Good morning. This is Dr. Koro, USA National Court. I greet all of you and I thank you for everything you're doing for our project. I thank our spring leader, Mazi Amadike, for everything he's done, for things he continues to do. And I thank you, Abraham, for giving him to us. It's a blessing. I thank our deputy, Mazi Uchimofo, who held and continue to hold our project completely safe and advancing according to Chukwuebuemi's wishes. And I thank all the principal servants from HDOS to every member, because we are all committed to do this work we are doing. And Chukwuebuemi continues to bless it. And I say this, is very likely we are getting our nation, the kingdom of God on earth, Republic of Biafra. I'm here today to share some information with you quickly, approved by our spring leader, and to announce very important information to you. We have been working for our Million March and Freedom Rally event to be held in USA at Washington, D.C. on June 20th, 2020. We've made a lot of progress, and we support all of you for what you have contributed in that progress. But we know also today, COVID-19, called coronavirus, has befallen every nation and has impacted a lot of operations and functions that many nations have called for sit at home, restricted gathering of any reasonable number, and has impacted all plans similar to what we are supposed to do on 20th of June 2020. And so has impacted all this. It isn't something we saw coming, but it's something that we had to live with for now. And Sunday is going to pass. But for now, this restriction of gathering has impacted this goal. Everyone is inconvenienced. Your participation is so important because the purpose of this plan, this event, was to showcase a great number of crowd of which we were confident we were going to get. But today, we have to be safe. We have to play safe. And we were instructed by nations, cities, in all parts of the world to play safe. And we are concerned about your safety too. It comes to our realization that we must say something. because your safety is very, very important for us to respect. We'd rather be alive than force issues We repeat this one. With the approval of our spring leader, we have decided to postpone, let me say again, postpone the 2020 Million March and Freedom Rally to 2021. We have decided to postpone the 2020 Freedom Rally on June 20th, 2020 to 2021. We will now commence to go and plan to get a date. For all of you who have made reservations, you can now begin to withdraw your reservation based on the fact that coronavirus interference is the only reason. We are not canceling, we only postponing. By the help of Jukwa Bema, we'll get the exact date. We hope so, for 21. And then we will announce again when the date and the day would be for 2021. Be with us. Be encouraged. We will do this event, and the world will know we have what it takes to have our nation. And Chugabama will bless us. But I feel that we'll get our country this year. And if we do, then our spring leader would advise us the way forward. Life is the way we see it. And today, we thank you for understanding. Make your withdrawal of your reservations, your air ticket, and as soon as we get the new date, it will be quicker for us to execute the plan we have almost completed. Thank you, and remain strong and continue to move forward. Victory is ours. Thanks.
All right.
Mazi.
There we go. Thank you so much.
Mazi, Peters, please replay this maybe for 3 days for everybody to be able to hear us and understand what we said, and pass it on to other radio stations so that it will be widely spread.
Thank you.
God bless you for your services.
Thank you, sir.
I sign off.
There we go. There we go. All right. Thank you so much. That's our Okoro. It's this a pure announcement. I wanted him to make this announcement for you all to be able to understand that it was not cancelled. It had been postponed. All right. Postponement is different from cancellation. So we didn't cancel it, and the condition, the situation right now calls for this, and it is done. It is done. This is Radio Biafra. I don't know if I can take any more calls because it looks like some people still want to call me, but the time is almost gone. Okay, let me take just one call as the very last call for today. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your set, please. Turn down your handset and talk. Talk directly. 2 minutes.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mazi. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, your line is still on. Please turn it down. Turn down your line. I don't want to hear.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you, but your handset is talking. I'm hearing your handset. I'm hearing your voice. I mean the radio.
call me.
All right, it looks like...
Let me take just one call. Can you hear me now?
Sir,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but your handset is on, so I'm hearing my voice on your background. Go ahead now.
Okay, but I have already turned it down. Okay. Can you hear me very well now?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, what I want to say is that I just want to chip something in based on what people have been saying concerning our the restoration and the way. Can you hear me?
My goodness. Just keep talking. If I'm not hearing you, I'll let you know. I don't have any more time left. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I want to appreciate you at the same time. I want to thank you for your effort and all you have been doing by broadcasting the situation in hand in radio in the Biafra land. And I want to ask you just a very simple question because I've been following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but not regularly because of the situation of my work. Based on the time I'm back from work, he may be rounding up on some certain issues. So it won't give me the time to ask him some questions. How many states makes Biafra? Please, sir. I wanted to ask you before I will say something. Before I will say what I want to say.
All the ice, Gala, all of them. Listen, I won't be able to tell you how many states they are, but I know that it is the entire southeast, south, without Edo. For now, and then the Igala, Idoma, and the rest of them. So I don't know. I'm not able to count. So just ask me the question because we don't have any more time left. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Let me go straight to the question. The question is that I had somebody who spoke about, who said about the way we broadcast in social media that we have to have some certain secretly things to run inside the social media, and which I agree with him. And what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say is that I think it's better as if you have as of 11 states in Biafra land, that every state should have its own coordinator and radio broadcast, that they will be speaking in their own language, so that they won't be getting and hearing what we are saying and knowing our plans. So Igbos will be speaking Igbo on their radio Biafra, and the Ijaw will be speaking on their language, and other parts of it will be speaking on their languages, so that you will be having things, and you have a central destiny. I mean, where we bring all the whole broadcast and this in ideas and generalize it and see what we can do about it. So I think it's very, very useful.
All right, I understand. I understand you. Let me stop you right there. Like you said before, you're not a regular listener. You go to work. What you are saying had been announced on Radio Biafra over and over and over and over. If anybody knows the language, I'm sick of this. I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's irritating. Our leader, he started from Ucheno for deputy leader. He's been calling. If you can speak this language, come in. We'll give you a platform to speak your language. So, and nobody's doing it. And people are complaining. These are lazy people that don't want, they're looking for something to talk about. They're looking for exactly. Okay. Let them call Radio Biafra. Call my station. Speak your language. I'll let you speak your language. For God's sake. All right. So let's go. This is just lazy complaints. I don't take them seriously. Because we've been saying it over and over and over and over. It's not a new thing. We've been announcing it. Whatever language you speak, if we are 200 languages in Biafra land, speak your own. Just call the radio. Tell me you want to speak to your people in your language. If you want a platform, we'll give you a platform. All these promises have been made, and people are still complaining. All right?
No, you don't get me, sir. What I'm saying is that we don't have to let them know what we are doing.
I understand what you're saying. Whatever you're saying is very, very clear. It's not. There's nothing confusing about what you said. I understood you very well. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that if they are talking about their languages, we're not stopping them. We can speak our language on radio. There are things that people say. I can stop them. When I think what you're saying is not in par with what we are doing, I'll put a stop to it. You know, so people should listen to Radio Biafra. Our leader is speaking today, so all of you should stay tuned to the radio and make sure that you listen to what he's saying. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Before I go, let's see. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is coming on air today. The time is 7 p.m. tonight. GMT, 7 p.m. Biafra land time is the time that we allow this call. Somebody's calling me on my private line, and I don't take calls from there. Call me directly on the lines of anytime I'm on air. I only allowed our leader here, our American coordinator, to make that announcement, and that's why I opened up my personal line for him to use to make this announcement, because it's very important about the June 2020 1 million man march is been postponed till 2021. All right, so it's not been cancelled per se, because we know that there's hello, caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Now, this is the line that's been bugging me. It's bugging me. Now it's open and it's not talking. All right, let's stop this program from here now. We have to go. Another day is tomorrow. Please stay tuned, because Mazi Alozie is coming on air. From me to you, don't forget that tomorrow is another day, like I said, and then stay tuned, because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming on air today. It is not something we are going to be able to record the program for those of you who are not able to listen today, but stay tuned. Make sure that you listen, because you want to be the original. Take your pen, take your paper, get yourself ready for him. 7 p.m. is the time. He's going to be on air. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll be with you again tomorrow, the same time. All right? Stay tuned. Don't go away. Mazi Alozie is coming on air. Bye.